So now, how do I find copy link? Okay, I'm going to send it to Sarah. All right. No. All right, hold on. Copy. Send it to Sarah. Oh, here it comes. Copy. Send it to Sarah. Paste. Okay. This out of the way. And then
Tondo
Impasto. I think, oh, we just got a note that she could see us, but she couldn't hear us. All right, so let's transition here. What about now? Can you hear us? Oh, so she says now she can hear us. Thank you, Sarah. Shout out. Shout out to your daughter-in-law, my sister-in-law. Appreciate it. And we're going to just go back over to us And can you confirm you still hear us now on this medium shot of Kras and me? While we're waiting for confirmation, I found a couple of catalogs of your father's. And yay, she can hear and see us.
Oh, so we're on.
We're on. Okay, good. Okay, so this is kind of fun. I'm going to just go back to the close-up on this catalog, which we have here with us. And I had our friend Claudio do some research. And let me just read what it says here. Because this is interesting. Our goal with this live stream is to set the record straight.
Yeah.
And both your mom and dad were not really recognized as they should have been during their lifetime.
Yeah. Well,
and that was just the times.
yeah.
And so this catalog was basically published by Balkan and Black Sea Shipping, which was a Bulgarian state-owned shipping company that was headquartered in London. So they had this kind of navigation, maritime activity during the 80s.
Yeah.
They were the key Western commercial arm for Bulgaria's entire state maritime fleet. So they had offices in London, Hamburg, Greece, Singapore, Belgium, and Sofia. So the interesting thing about this, and it looks like there were two different maybe runs made. So the one that's on the close-up has the Balkan and Black Sea Shipping Company. Here they also like put it on there. I'm going to put this on the. But what you have in your hand there is also the same thing, pretty much, with the same painting, his paintings inside, and so they exhibited this in London, and then they would give the catalog and some of his miniatures to distinguished visitors who would come there.
Yeah.
And so in a way, this is interesting because in the beginning, it talks about his bio. And let me click to that page there on the close-up. And here you go. And what they're saying is that this was following his last one-man show, but he had 10 of them. 10 one-man shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this kind of, explains that he wasn't just some hobbyist, right? And the fact that this state-connected international shipping company, commissioned his work, published a professional catalog, hung his paintings in their London offices, gave them as diplomatic gifts. This is the kind of recognition that, existed, but never captured in the historical record the way it should have been. So inside, there are some really beautiful miniatures photographed. So I'm just going to show a few of them as we go through it. And they're not really great photos, so my apologies for that. But he titled some of the paintings.
Yeah.
And so a couple of them, I'm just going to name a few names off because it's kind of interesting to tell you his thoughts about it. But A Play of Light.
Yeah.
Or Saturn.
Yeah.
Or Restless Sea.
Yeah.
Or Waves and Shore. Rain is Coming.
Wow.
Right? When the Night Whispers.
Yeah. Wow.
Really beautiful names. Infinity is one. Winter Silence. So, quite poetic. And I know, because I've seen some of these, they're tiny. They're probably 2 centimeters by 2 centimeters or something like that. I mean, they're not very big. or maybe 4 centimeters, 2.5.
Well, I think it's like this one over here. It's. Let me find out how much. That's probably.
Well, that one is here, use this one as the inches. That one's centimeters. We've got 2 different systems here for measuring.
That's about 3.5.
Yeah.
3.5.
But do you think that's
Yeah, it's probably that's the size.
actual size?
Yeah. So he's got this. That's 3.5 again. That's 3.5.
Yeah. Well, but like on here, so this one, I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is the actual with the frame he put. And so one of the interesting things about doing that is he mounted it.
Yeah.
Right? On this kind of, I don't know if this is like a gypsum or like some sort of.
Yeah, it's passepartout.
Or passepartout.
Yeah.
We got to ask Claudio, what is passepartout in English? What is passepartout? That's a French word, or?
Yeah, it is a French, but probably in English it's the same thing.
Okay. Okay, well, let's see if it can figure it out. But presenting it like that, the contrast between the small painting and the large white field feels dramatic and like deliberate.
Yeah.
It's the way he presented it is as an actual art object.
Yeah.
Right? And not just some throwaway.
Yeah.
I do want to give credit to the photographer. He was that did the photographs for this particular catalog. His name was Rosin Donev. So he was the chief photographer of the Bulgarian Maritime magazine. So
they're beautiful photographs.
Yeah, I mean for 1988, right? What do you we can't ask for more than that. Yeah, so anyways, here's the close-up on the catalog. So one of the things that is interesting in the bio, okay, in this catalog, they describe your father as a disciple of the famous Nikola Marinov. So that's a significant detail because Nikola Marinov was a well-known Bulgarian landscape painter.
Yeah.
And so if Boris studied after him, that establishes an artistic lineage and formal training pedigree that matters. Oh, I love it. We actually have real-time help here, which is just amazing. Because Sarah just wrote that passepartout. Thank you, Sarah, from Google AI is a cardboard cut out in the middle and placed in your picture, framed between the picture and the glass. The passepartout is available in different shapes and colors, which gives you a lot of creative freedom, and your creativity is not limited. So he must have, decided to put it here on the passepartout, which, thank you, shout out to Sarah. What was I saying? Oh, about Nikola Marinov. Okay, so Nikola Marinov lived from 1879 to 1948. And he was not just a famous Bulgarian painter. He was one of the most important figures in the entire history of Bulgarian art education.
Yeah.
He trained at Albertina Academy of Fine Arts in Turin, Italy.
Yeah.
And graduated with a gold medal in 1903. And then he became professor at the National Academy of Arts in Sofia from 1921 to 1940, and then serves as chancellor from 1935 to 1937. He also painted frescoes in the Alexander Nevsky Cathedral. So I don't know if this name is familiar to you.
Yeah, it is.
But his students became the most significant in 20th century Bulgarian art. So maybe some of these names you recognize. Ilya Beshkov,
Yeah,
Ilya Petrov,
yeah,
Lyubomir Dalchev,
yeah,
Dechko Uzunov,
yes,
Alexander Zhendov,
yeah,
Veselin Staikov,
yes,
Ivan Nenov,
yeah.
and many more.
Yeah, I recognize all this.
So the National Gallery of Bulgaria, they held an exhibition called the Atelier of the Free Spirit, dedicated specifically to Marinov and his students, describing his atelier as a symbol of freedom of the creative spirit, and noted that in Bulgarian art history. So it's difficult to find another example of such powerful spiritual communion in a single teaching studio. There's a museum in Targoviste named after him, a school named after him, and an annual international watercolor plane air event in his name. So Boris graduated from Fine Arts in Sofia in 1941, which puts him right at the end of Marinov's tenure, which was from 1921 to about 1940-41.
Yeah.
So Boris was your father was one of Marinov's last generations of students at the academy. Yeah. So this is something worth noting, which is kind of a fun fact, that Marinov studied in Italy and you studied art in Italy. So that Italian art education runs across the generations of the family, which is kind of fun. But anyways, so when the catalog is explaining that, Boris was a disciple of Nicola Marinov, this man trained a whole generation of Bulgarian artists. Yeah. So Boris's work wasn't working in isolation. Yeah. He was trained by the best, alongside the best, and still ended up largely erased from the record.
Yeah, because of the regime.
Right.
They wanted the big, huge pieces with those ugly faces of the party.
Well, that's the thing. They told you what to draw, what to paint, how to paint it, what the subject. So
and the miniature for them means nothing. It's got to be huge billboards for the propaganda.
With propaganda, exactly. So, anyways, we've got some great, cited sources about this. Yeah. And so it just kind of, reinforces and validates exactly what we've been thinking about and why we want to do this.
Well, it's about time, to get some real art to be seen by a lot of people and to be recognized and appreciated. By the way, I just saw my portrait behind my father's.
Okay. I love that you are pointing this out.
Yeah, it's a self-portrait that I made. And I don't know, he put it right next.
No, so I remember where that portrait was hanging in the atelier, in your mother's atelier. Yeah. It was on the wall, the back wall, to the right of the kiln where she fired the pottery. Yeah. And I think it's so interesting that they did this portrait of him because he probably invited them to the atelier. Yeah. And they probably said, well, where do you want to stand? Uh-huh. And he chose to stand in front of your self-portrait.
Oh, wow.
And so there is Kras. I have it on the screen. His self-portrait right behind him. And so it's in your mother's studio with your painting and him. And so I think that that's a really beautiful, beautiful thing. And I guess there's just one last little fun photo to show.
Oh, that's you and Mary.
So this is when we got a comment from Sarah, who's our maybe our first hopefully subscriber who will listen to us. She just said that's cool. That's cool about that painting. But this is our grandfather, which we call Dado, and now you're Dado too, to 4 beautiful grandchildren. But that's my brother, Sarah's husband, and me, 1982, 3.
Something like that, yeah.
We took a trip that we bought that station wagon.
Yeah.
And we drove. Remember, we bought it in.
Yeah.
I think it was a Volvo.
Volvo, yeah. From Frankfurt.
Right. So it was a Swedish car picked up in Germany, and then what we drove across.
Yeah, across Europe and.
Eventually, with the final destination being Bulgaria, right?
Yeah. And then coming back, we went through Italy and Switzerland and Monaco and stuff like that. So it was a fun.
It was a
trip.
really fun trip.
Oh, Venice. You guys had a great time in a gondola.
Yeah.
Out there. So
I'll have to pull up some pictures of that. Anyways, we had a lot of fun memories, and what I love is that he in that bio, the catalog calls him a posterity artist, and so he was 73 at that time of the publishing of this catalog. But I think that we're carrying on the legacy, and there's many more things to be revealed here in our gazebo. But anything else you want to say before?
No, it was just a nice surprise that me and my picture and my father was right next to each other. It was very...
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I even think this is another, let me go back to that photo. I think that the other painting right next to your portrait, I think that's one of yours as well.
Yeah, I had a few things out there, so.
And did you bring them from Italy?
No. That was before I went to Italy.
Oh, this was.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I thought that you painted these during art school. Because look, okay, if you look really, really closely, it says Roma.
Yeah. Oh, maybe when my mother came to visit me in Rome.
Yeah.
She took that portrait back.
Meaning she.
Oh, it's possible, because I didn't have a beard in Bulgaria.
There you go. I'm going to just try to blow it up for people to see.
Yeah, probably she took that painting with her back to Bulgaria from Rome.
Yeah. But then some of the other paintings you're saying are okay there. See, so I don't know if you guys can see on Kras's shirt, it says Kras and then Roma.
Yeah.
I love that she took it with her, to put back in her atelier.
Because, I didn't have a stable place out there, so I don't know where I'm going to be the next day.
Oh, yeah.
I was a poor student out there, so maybe she wanted to preserve them, and she did a good job.
What a good point. I know he's going to, lose this or sell it for a pack of cigarettes.
Then I went to the campus out there, to immigrant refugee camp. And, you can't have anything out there, it's, so that's when I immigrated to United States. So from Italy back to United States.
Well, I guess if we have, if we start a whole running list of, questions, I would begin with, I wonder where that is, that painting. Do you think we have it?
I don't. It's got to be with in the boxes out there. You picked up everything.
I mean, everything. Yeah, but I don't remember seeing that one. I feel like I'd remember that.
I have no idea. Probably somebody got it from Bulgaria, but it's got to be the family.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so as we begin to unbox and unpack, maybe we'll find it.
Maybe we'll show.
There's a little cameo that might happen here with a little cat, but I don't know if he's going to make it over here. So, Winnie. Psh, psh. No, he's trying to get into one of the boxes. Yeah. Any other thoughts before we say goodbye?
No, I'm shocked with these paintings that he had out there in London. They're great. I mean, they're so modern. They're so powerful. Even they're so small. It's incredible.
Yeah.
It is incredible. You know, if I blow up this to a big poster,
Yeah.
then a person can see the power of the whole thing. Even now you can see it, you know, when it's small like that.
Yeah.
But when you blow it, you know, it could be a decorative artifacts anywhere, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna just hold this one up. Like we've got thousands to go through, but they're very textured and they've got a lot in them for such a small.
Look at this one over here.
Yeah, that one he called Nocturnal Sounds.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. I'm trying to make
it's
sure
so
you can
modern
see it on
and
the camera.
so powerful.
Yeah. I want to not bend this too much because I think we might have like one or two copies and then.
Yeah, we got to preserve it.
Yeah, we will. That's another thing is I've spoken to a few different archival companies and they have the acid-free paper, they have corrugated acid-free dividers for, when we start to group the paintings. And so we'll really be able to take them to the next level. Oh, I think he's coming. Come here. Ella. Oh, no. I don't know if you guys can see him.
He wants to drink.
He wants to have a little drink.
And eat.
Yeah. All right. Well, he's right behind the table. Maybe next week. So, yeah, Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
We'll be live streaming.
Okay.
And so...
Okay, well, salute.
Salute, arrivederci, do vijdene.
Ciao, ciao.
Thank you all, and listen to our fun jingle.
Tondo
Impasto.